everything will collapse. Guys, in the face of record high inflation, wage stagnation, and consumer morale being extremely low, everything will collapse. And we're witnessing that a lot of men are waking up and saying, you know what? The way society is right now, I'm done with it. We're not going to participate anymore. They've taken it all from us. They've taken our children, they've taken our families. We don't have a dog in the fight. It's true. If a man does not have a fight for his family or a fight for his country in him, then he will fight for nothing. Think about it. If there is no love for family and no love for country, then there's no fight in him. The only thing that I shouldn't say no fight. The only thing that he will fight for is himself, if even that sometimes, because some men just want to watch the world burn. I was watching a video by King He Man. I'm going to go ahead and check out his video, and I'll link his channel in the description. Go check him out. Check out his content, subscribe to his channel, support him. But let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
So I think this election day, all of us alienated fathers, visitors, child support slaves, all of us need to gather up around all these voting polls and capitals and all that, since we're not represented. Republicans want us to keep paying because they need Social Security. Democrats want us to keep paying. They want to use our kids as useless idiots. They absolutely hate us. We're the ones that fight their wars. We do all their manual labor. We build for them. We do everything for them. We are the most hated group of people ever, and there's so many of us. I think we need to go on strike, guys. No more work. No more producing anything. No more service. Nothing. Give us our kids back. Give us our houses back. Shea did it. Captain Shea, right after the Revolutionary War. Where do you think the Bill of Rights came from? They don't tell you that part because they don't want you to know you have power. Labor is power. If we stop going to work, we can stop it all. Give us our kids back, or we will absolutely not participate. Not just go our own way. We will salt this plantation. Give us our children back. That's what we need to do. We could demand it. Everyone else goes on strike to take from us. We don't go on strike to at the very least, not let them. We could take it all. Like they could stop us. What are they going to do? Make us go to work? We're paying for our own enslavement. Our children are being left with nothing, no inheritance, no property. It is all being taken. It's all already been taken. It doesn't have to be. We can be strong. We don't have to put up with this. The fact that we are either means they are right about us, or we are those weak men they keep talking about. We don't have to be. There are more of us than them. They need us more than we need them. We are filling the coffers of their Social Security. Now they're taking away from mothers too. Which I've always said this is going to happen when they run out of dues to take kids from. Because they're always going to need make their money. My caseworker outright told me she was a communist and she didn't care.
Guys, I've said this plenty of times that a country without its men is not a country. A country without its men is a wasteland. The average man could live in a shoebox happily at the side of the road. It's true. It's true. Most men don't need much to survive. When you strip a man of all the things that he was promised, when you take his children, when you alienate him from his country, when you break that social contract, whether you expect him to honor his end, it's over. The path of least resistance is the most powerful. What does least resistance mean? Least resistance doesn't mean compliance. Least resistance means I will not participate, or I will not do more than I have to do to survive and thrive. What does survival and thriving for a man look like? As I said, the average man can live happily in a shoebox at the side of the road. A man does not need much to survive. I often talk about some of the purchases that I make. You know, I've purchased a lot of I've purchased a lot of MacBook devices in the last couple of months. I've purchased 3 different Macs in the last couple of months. But these are tools for me. These are tools that allow me to do my job. As you guys can see, the video quality has improved significantly. The audio has improved. A lot of things have actually improved. These are my tools. And these were excellent investments for me. At the same time, they're nice toys. You know, I purchased a bunch of different, I have a gaming channel, and I purchased tools for my gaming channel. And all of these things, believe it or not, I can, are all just tools that allow me to do my job. And for men, these are one-time purchases. These are one-time purchases that allow us to thrive. We don't need a lot. We can work. And, once we have our tools, we can work. And we make just enough to survive, just enough to thrive, and no more. Not enough to take care of a family, not enough to feed the coffers, none of that. And we take our money and we take our ball and we go home and we stay home and we invest our money. Because like I said, once these one-time purchases are made, that's it. There's nothing else. You know, I spent maybe between all the tools that I've bought over the last couple of months, about $5,000, 5,000, $6,000, and that's it. That's it. And that's what these are my toolkits. And they're one-time purchases. I won't be buying them every year. Most women cannot live like that. That's nothing. That kind of money is nothing for the average woman. Okay? That kind of money is hurting the state, because I can use my tools and make my money and buy my cryptocurrency. This is what most men are doing right now. They work, and anything that's left over they put into crypto, they put into the stock market, or they leave in the bank, and they live far below their means, and they live good and they eat good. That's it. And all of that money is just piling up and collecting, piling up and collecting. And they continue to live far below their means. And at any given moment, when they so desire, they can just pick up and leave the country. As long as they have their passports, they can just pick up and leave the country. No questions asked. That's the reality that we live in as men. Women don't understand this reality. And simps are furious about this. They are furious that men are walking away. They are furious that men are saying, we're just not going to participate anymore. We won't give you our labor anymore. We won't pay for our own pain and suffering anymore. That's what's happening here. And there's no recourse to it. They can't stop us. Even if they try to force us to work, they can only make us work so much. And it wouldn't be very productive work, because they need us to be creative. They need us to push ourselves even harder. Think about it. How much, how long, how often, how long, how much would they work us? 12 hours a day? 14 hours a day? You see, if you own a person, you have to provide them with food. You have to provide them with health care. You have to provide them with housing. You have to do all of these things. You have to also provide their, you have, if they have children, you also have to provide their children with housing. You also have to provide their children with health care. So basically, men ended up working harder than they would have ever worked and finding other ways to make more and more money that the state could extract from them, as the state allowed them to just keep a piece of it. But without this social contract in place anymore, it's over. And most women, women who chose feminism, they will now come and say that real men do this, real men do that. Feminism got us everything we wanted. Now let's fight it together. And it's like they don't understand that they're going to fight tooth and nail to keep all of those ill-gotten gains when men, and at the same time saying men need to come back and man up and be a real man and take care of society and do this and that and protect women and they, guys, they don't understand. It's done. Men have woken up. All right. Only the simps are there right now, and a lot of the simps won't even meet them in person anymore. Like they're fighting tooth and nail for men to completely avoid society. That's what women are fighting for. They are fighting for men to abandon society, to leave society entirely. And then when they get their wish, they will cry victim, even though they are the ones fighting for it and have been fighting for it. Hmm. It's like they seem to think that by doing what they're doing, they're selectively weeding out the people that they don't want and just leaving the ones that they do. But they don't seem to comprehend that what all they have done is left a society where bad men will run wild while good men sit back and allow anything and everything to happen. There won't be anyone that stands up to the state. The state can do whatever it wants. Men will walk away. Men will sit back and allow whoever to do whatever they want. All right. The state is the master. Okay. The state has become thy master. The devil has become thy master. So heed to it. I choose God, but those who choose Satan can go ahead. I choose God. And the reality is that so many have chosen the devil's dollar. So many have chosen to heed to the love of money, to heed to the love of consumption. And now we shall see the consequences of doing this. Guys, don't forget I have another channel called Angry, where I discuss gaming, anime, geek stuff, nerd stuff, real world stuff, or whatever else interests me. There's a link to it in the description of the video. You can subscribe to the channel. You can find a link to the channel in the description of the video. Subscribe to the channel, support the content. And if you're enjoying the content on the Angry Guy channel and you want even more of this content, you can head over to Men Walking Away. There's a link to the Men Walking Away channel in the description of the video. Go check it out, subscribe to the channel, enjoy the content. What do you guys think regarding all of this? Everything will collapse. Let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, Men Walking Away. And cheers.